Picture this. So I drive like an hour away to see this movie because it's my favorite book of all time. Sitting there in the theater like this pretty much the entire time. The movie gets over and the credits start rolling and people start walking, and then there's me. And I really don't know what's gonna happen in my life. Okay, so if you do not know about this, the perks of being a wallflower, I'm gonna talk about the movie in this video. So I will be spoiling stuff in the book and in the movie, so if you don't want that, then you should leave. Go read it and go watch it, because it's so beautiful. Okay, so I really hate this whole select theaters thing that's been going on with a bunch of movies now. Why can't everything just be in every theater on like one day? Why do you have to release it in New York and then LA and everywhere? Not even everywhere. It was worth the trip, but come on. What? Anyway, let's talk about the movie and how perfect it was. Basically, I'll start off with the actors and the characters and everything. So we have Logan Lerman, who is Charlie. He's just so awkward, like naturally, so it works. I really liked watching that. Casting was well done. Ezra Miller as Patrick was just awesome and hilarious, and I just love Patrick. And then we have Emma Watson as Sam. I like how she wasn't in the movie till it was like 20 minutes in or something, and then she's like got this big halo of black and white light behind her, and it's like really weird. It's like a really weird angle, but it's so like she deserves that big intro. I just loved her character, and Emma Watson did so good with her accent. That was really good. The three of them together was just exactly how I wanted it to be. The thing about this is there is no specific story. It's just people's lives. It's like 1 year of high school for everyone. Charlie's in his freshman year, and Sam and Patrick and pretty much everyone else are seniors, and you see them take him under their wing. Also Mae Whitman as Mary Elizabeth. I don't know if any of you know who Mae Whitman is. I feel like she's that person that everyone knows her face but no one knows her name. She plays Amber on Parenthood, which is a fabulous show. She was Roxanne, I believe, in Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. She's done a bunch of stuff, and I think she's really talented. Talented. She's really talented. I feel like the Mary Elizabeth that was introduced to us at the beginning of the movie is not the one that was in the relationship. Like, she doesn't seem like the clingy, obnoxious type. Like, she was all cool and dark at the beginning, but then in the relationship she was just like, oh my god, Charlie. Like, wiping dirt off of his forehead. How does one get a perfect circle of dirt on their forehead, honestly? See, I've been waiting for this movie since like June, and I've been watching the trailer pretty much 10 times a day. I watched clips online. I tried to watch it like online, like they had some link, but it just didn't work, and I'm glad that it didn't because I needed to see it in theaters, but I totally would have watched it online if I could because that's how desperate I was. I went through like 3 weeks thinking, okay, I'm gonna see Perks this week, and then it kept getting like delayed and select theaters, and I saw it last Sunday. The acting was so great. Everything was just laid out exactly how I wanted it to be. Kate Walsh, Addison on Grey's Anatomy / Private Practice. Oh, as the mom, that was so great. And then Joan Cusack comes in at the end like, hi, what up? Did not see that coming. So I don't know if you've seen my review on this book, but I mentioned in there that the last 10 pages or so, or it was probably like the last 30 or 20, so many emotions, so many tears, so many chills, just chills, feelings all around. It's exactly how it was in the movie. Like the first part of it, it was like all bittersweet, and it was really nice and well acted and just enjoyable and entertaining, and then the last 20 minutes, just so emotional and just like so, I don't know, just makes you think about like everything that's happened and everything that's going to happen and what's happening now and everything in front of you, and so emotional about everything. Like, this book is perfect and that movie is perfect. If I could watch that movie every day, I would, and I would not grow tired of it. That ending with the voiceover and him in the back of the truck, it was, I don't care if it was in the book or not, it was just so great. And I love the music, the old 90s and 80s music. Come on, Eileen. And then we could be heroes or something. All of our... I don't know. Oh, and when Patrick kissed Charlie, I know it happened like in the park instead of in the car, and people were complaining about that, and I was like, shut up. But everyone in the theater was like, what? And I was just like, do you people not read? And as soon as it was over, of course I'm there like I was. My friend next to me goes, that was so short. I can't believe they took out the Thanksgiving stuff and everything about the family. Shut up. I see light. I see heaven. I'm dying now. How could you have complaints about this movie? Everything they took out, it worked. I feel like it was better that way. Everything different, it worked better on screen. The whole build-up of the Aunt Helen thing, it was done so great, and I just love the flashbacks and how everything was tied together. Like the cinematography and the shots, I like really pay attention to that stuff because that's what I want to do, and I could not have like thought of a different way to do it. Not that I'm a professional or anything, but it was just so great. Really captured it like so... It's exhausting how perfect this movie is. All week I was just like this in class. Just ignore the world. I don't care about my geometry test. Kind of like dead all week with the aftershock just of perfection. It was one of those movies where you get so attached and so emotional about that when you try to remember things, you don't remember things, and it's really frustrating. That's why I really need to see it again, but it's not coming to my town because it's only in select f***ing theaters. I don't want to hear any negative things about this movie in the comments. You might get blocked. I'm just kidding, like say whatever you want, but I disagree. Everything in here is just so true and so relatable, and like even now, I know this was written in the 90s, it's really weird how accurate it is now. Because this is basically high school in a nutshell, or at least freshman year. It's how it is for me right now. So perfect. So if I'm rating it, I would rate it as high as I can go. Like, it was perfect. Made me feel all the feels of the book again. It was just that good. Oh, don't wake your sister. Stop it. I was in a bad place at the beginning of this year. I know. Just... Okay,